Hello. This is my Ford 7710 7710 or what you want to call it. Yeah, it's little bit dirty from the wheels because I have been doing work with it. And now I am going to do some work now even. Let's see. Some kind of walk around. So, today's job, I'm taking some pipes from this my tool shack to the well, I have this bigger scrap yard where I keep my bigger metals, pipes and so on. So I'm stacking up those pipes here and I'm letting my tractor warm up, so it will be on like some minutes. So and also I'm trying this also action cameras 4K resolution. How much it will change my recording quality. And well, I might be able to see myself on my own TV or monitor because it can handle 4K resolutions and my computer does not handle those because I have this 1440p monitor. I'm sorry for the loud noises. These pipes will keep clanging. Oh, even my old ears are. They keep beating. I try to be gentle. Oh. Oh. I'm sorry. Oh, that was loud. There's 2 pipes left. Last one. Oh. One last. Fine tuning. Okay. Now here is much more space than before. I will show you one time when I'm continuing to build these things in my workshop. Let's go a little bit further away from the tractor. Yeah. Anyway, this Ford 7 Series tractor version that I own. As you can see, it's 4-wheel drive. It has a turbo. And it is basically when I seriously need some tough workhorse to do such a lifting. And if there is something that I need to maybe, well, like road leveling with like seriously, this will handle those things very easily. That tool is behind my Ford 4000 back right now. Perhaps I don't have to do anything to the well, I might do something with it or not. We'll see. Anyway, now is the first time when I can put you in that tool where I can see you and you can see where I'm going and so on. And we will see how this whole system will behave and perform. But yeah, this is one hefty, hefty tool to own. And I don't know, this might be the second largest version. There is this 8 series, and after 8, A310 or A3 something, there is way more those models that I even remember. But anyway, in the under Ford this brand. And the next biggest one is that 8 series that has 6 cylinders in it. This has 4. And after that 8 series, I don't remember the manufacturing year when they are being released on the market, when their brand sadly forgot the Ford brand out of this tractor, and they started to use brand name New Holland. And those versions perhaps are somewhat 2000s plus these years. And as everybody knows, those things start to be such a pain when it becomes maintenance. But these old tractor versions, you can do anything and everything by yourself. But well, this size scale, if I might add, is way different to maintain than maybe that 4000 series. Well, of course it's bigger, and of course it have this front loader. It's always in the way. If you have to do something, you must lift all the way up those arms, that they are in a way as less as possible. Or well, they are always in a way. No matter if you are changing oil filter, fuel filter, well, anything that you have to do inside that motor compartment. Anyway, let's go and see what kind of picture this whole thing is now, because like I said, it's 4K, and how my magnetic stand will keep its place, and hopefully I will keep very close eye that you are not falling with the camera down to the ground. and I will give it little spin even with those pipes and without. Let's go drive, because I have not moved this machine some time, so it can stretch its joints if you mind. Anyway, to the action, and you will stay this whole time in this, if I can reach. I have to take like so. Hey. Hopefully it will work. Yeah. Oh. Yep. All right. Cabin is already warm. Nice. Here we go. There might be some fine tuning to that magnetic base still, but if I have to, I will do such a thing. And also this tractor has, I've been doing all kinds of things with the electrics, and I have been putting these new LED lights front and back, and still I might have to change these turning lights, brake lights, these frames. They are working somewhat now, but they are so broken that they might be better to just renew whole thing, that they are waterproof. And well, this where you are sitting now, this tool is handmade by us, my father and me, and well, almost every piece, the tools I mean that I've been using, is somewhat handmade by us, because they are, as you might know, they will cost money, several thousands if you are buying them as new. But anyway, thus far we have been surviving with these tools, and same comes that snow blower or snow blade, that frontal. We have been putting two things together, and these things become one hefty snow blower, and it's okay, works fine, so on. There are some problems in this vehicle still, and by problems I mean I need to open these. I will show you, but there are these hydraulic couplings. There are eight couplings that are really leaking, every single one, and I have to keep them closed that they won't leak out. And by just being like machine is being on, they still leak, that I don't even do anything yet. So by renewing those seals, they will start to keep oil in again, and I can start using that back arm, that extension arm. But yeah, that is what I have to do ASAP when I can. So here is the place where I am dropping these, but let's see. There is some pipes still in that place, so I might put them in there. And also this wood pile has taken some water top of it, but they are not being used anywhere else than, let's see, if I'm building some outer frames for the buildings or something, they are under enough weight, so they are not pretty much moving, hopefully much. Yeah, let's take a look this place here. A little bit lower. Let's see. If there is no place, there is this one. Well, I have those, let's just say, oh, already it's dropping some stuff. Little bloopers. Yeah, I still keep this machine on so that it can keep it warm. I will show you the insides of that tractor. Yeah, this these little foots that are keeping these pipes from the ground are somewhat small. But yeah, these planks won't die if they will get some water top of them. And this plastic cover is so old that these new ones are keeping them somewhat dry. But yeah, as long they are just or at least sometime can dry up, so it will keep them okay condition. Let's see, this is here something bigger footing, let's just say that way. Yes, here is. So let's change the view. Can you see anything? Sorry, I have to swipe that I can show you. Yeah, good there. There is enough room. Enough room in here. As long as I keeping these pipes and metals from the ground, I don't know what kind of wood this is. I know from where they are from. They have been in this kind of situation like more than I am old, and they are still wood. There might be some toxic residues pumped into them in the time. So I think they are some. Well, at least when I'm sawing them, I know they are dulling my blades like I'm sawing like a rock or something. But anyway, these things rest in to the footing top of the ground. They will get wet, okay, but they will dry. Meaning they won't get, well, they can rust, but they will not decay. And these pipes are zinc plated. Well, zinc pipes altogether. And for viewer's sake, I won't dump them as I should. But I want to still spoke this Ford tractor as we go. So this is I don't know how many users it had as its history after before me, but I know it's from second-hand shop that sells used machines. And like I perhaps mentioned in this excavator video, that every time when I'm seeking machines that I would want to use in my works, and guess what? Ford again. Well, I'm not sad about these Fords. They are old, but this machine has gone through this motor renewing, and of course last owner has blown up this head gasket, so I had to get into the shop and renewed whole thing. And this shop did the thing, and now it's working. And only thing that had to, excuse me for the loud noises still, I had to renew one piston, and I have this awesome luck because that one piston was broken to half. Well, not half, but there was this big piece that was detached from that piston's body, and thank God it didn't scrape that cylinder. That would be a catastrophe if it had done that, but no. And the funny thing is, this motor has one bigger piston in it. Some maybe can hear the difference, but I don't think that this machine sound will get that clear signal that there is one piston that it is bigger than another ones. Won't affect any performance, but it's still there. And don't ask me why. I think some previous owner might have done something bad. Otherwise, why in the heck something is going to broke? Because what I have done this with these machines, I have never. Where's the clearest boot? Here or here? Why I did that? Because now that I said something, hopefully something bad won't happen now. If you catch my drift. Anyway, I have not broke thus far anything major. Some might have been bent metals, bending and things, but nothing has gone broken. So yeah. Oh. And I like to keep that way, that everything is somewhat pristine condition as long as it is under my owning. But thankfully anything else that relates to this machine has been working good. It has 3 new tires. Okay. 3 new tires. And every oil has been changed except these axles, which I am changing in next next spring or summer. Because I don't do anything salary work with these things, meaning they are not running every, like I already said, this has stayed in the place, well, let's just say month, 2 perhaps. I don't have to do anything this kind of work, so they are not wearing out that much. Oh, excuse me. Nice little pyramid. Well, almost. Okay, we are done. Whew. There we go. It won't collapse there and not collapse there. And when it gets wet, well, it will dry. Now I will show you the insides. Oh. Oh. All right. Little bit less noisier than outside. Okay, as I was saying, here are the 4 outputs, meaning 8 couplings. I cannot use this back arm. Well, maybe you do not see it, but that red thing, it will leak oil pretty hefty when I'm pushing or pulling this lever. And this has this 16. There is low and high side, and there is 8 gears. But here is the power. I have been missing these symbols, but here should be a rapid, and here is this tortoise. So there is 2 sets of gears still available, and there is wall 4-wheel drive and no wall 4-wheel drive. And I do not possess owner's manual that extent that will tell me what these 2 lights are, and this one. This is also light, I think. And here is the emergency lights, meaning these blinkers. Everything else is working except water temperature. No, there is no anything broken in it. Here is hot. It will heat up. I've been changed. Once I changed the sensor But yet again, like in the 4000 series videos, I told you already what will happen if you just trust those meters, and well, that will go up where it needs to go, but it will go over. Yet again, it's not synchronized with that sensor, and it had this broken line. One time I renewed that broken part, but not all the way in here. Perhaps I should do that. I have been doing this. I already know which these this thing has some kind of little electronic in it, where they are well, depends. They are not in the screw, under the screw, those lines. They are welded into place, let's just say that way, that you can change. I did not do that last time when I've been doing these maintaining things. But anyway, let's continue. Remember people, that red thing there is a, well, if you don't know what it is fire extinguisher. Keep always one with your machine. When you are out of field somewhere and it's some reason catch a fire, at least you have one chance to keep it from burning all the way down. Believe me. These machines are hefty and you don't have means anywhere, perhaps if you are not near the water to... Well, water is not the tool to use to extinguish fires if it's related for the like grease fire. It just it will make things worse. So any kind of big extinguisher with your machine, remember, if everything is okay, yeah, good. There is never fires. But the one time if, big if, what the heck are you doing to save your machine? At least now you have one chance to save it. Anyway, this cabin is not big, as you maybe can see. Here is the controls for the back and forth lights, wipe and wash, windshield wiper and fan, and heating valve, and emergency escape. Nice points to show. And here is the LED lights. These are nice when you have these, when you are like coming in the dark. Oh. Those things will show this whole cabin so good. So, and also there is lights, switches, and stopping, and the stopper and starting, brakes, gas, clutch, and here is the place for the second driver. Pretty well, let's just say not so good to sit, but it could be worse. But it will serve also toolbox and a handbrake. And yeah, from this point, where let's see where I can put you. Whole thing is made out of metal, but not in this cabin. I cannot put you maybe here. Let's see. Okay. Maybe not that way, but how about this way? Yeah, it will work fine. And now I will flip you. Let's just say this way. one thing to improve. I cannot change the way how you can be in that way. Excuse me. This is always room for improvements. Well, this is not about here. Well, maybe in here. Well, I don't know, does this flip this picture automatic or not, but hopefully. And it cannot stay there, but here. Yeah, this is, well, kind of authentic thing. Let's take this. Break off. Maybe like so. I don't know, that might be look stupid. I don't know, let's see what you can see. And every this thing is going in 4K, so I am checking this preview what I can see, but well, I will improve this once more. That I can. There is a ways to do such thing. Anyway. I like these big machines. They are doing my bidding without any squealing, let's just say that way. Because I do not do anything that extent that they would somehow go broke, as I already said. In this place I will keep my field blowing things. Let's go check this beach here. Alright. Yeah. Let's go drive this road to the beach, how this bigger tractor can handle that muddy situation. Yeah, now that I have this authentic test of this magnetic base, now I see why there should be at least one arm more that will allow to change the viewpoint. Like I, in this building video, told you it will be pretty crude, not pretty, and very simple, but that thing is too simple. It has one leg more that it will perform, like in these cabin situations where I have only limited amount of space to put the magnetic leg to be. But it's a good thing that now I can put anywhere these machines, at least tools to this camera. This cabin owner has done such thing that this place is like a winter proof now. It won't go there anymore. Yeah, let's see this. This place. As long this big machine can go through here, and by I meaning big machine, and this one only is because this is wide enough to be any kind of truck or something that will drive in this commercial roads, meaning it can go here if this can go. And now you may see this whole beauty of this road in the first hand, and now I hope that the camera won't drop anywhere. But with this tractor, if I had done this leveling thing, it won't it give a, let's just say, a crap that something is holding on that back blade. It will rip it with this machine altogether. But yeah, this place, I will come one day to fell at least 2, 3, 4, 5, well, at least 5 trees that are in the way of this road. Because I have not just yet decided where this parking place would come, where people can put at least 2 cars. So, as you now see, I have to dig this trench, some kind of little ditch where the water can go, and I have to pick up that purchase stump, and also every single tree that I will fell, those stumps as well are needed to get up. But fellings must do before I can do anything. And after those trees are felled, I have to push these rocks that are being now perhaps in the way. I have to push them away. And, well, then the trench can occur in here somewhere, somewhat. And hopefully I do not have to dig very deep trench, because here is base rock, I mean bedrock in here, very near this place. Anyway, let's continue. And after all that, I perhaps can start to make this road. But that is somewhat perhaps next spring's thing. And that was a hopeful mention. Nothing is as easy to said to done. Here is so much stuff under the tires. I'm not using the 4-wheel drive now. I should, but I will use this differential lock. So anyway, and by driving this like now, I am well, it perhaps do something or it does not, but I hope it will at least some way compact this ground. The water also will be here because it can't go anywhere, but it won't let's just say it won't halt the, well, this compacting that I'm trying to do. But yeah, the road wideness is somewhat okay. I will collect these, both sides has these small rocks and branches. I will collect them off. And well, trench will be in left side now where we are driving. and it won't be a deep one because this is a hill and water will go always downhill. And I have to lift up this driving lines and of course the middle line as well. That one day I will starting to put this sand here, but first comes canvas, then the sand, and after that big eye-sized gravel and also small eye-sized. But next thing is problematic. I have to find more sand. There is this one pit where I have been digging the sand, but it's becoming so deep that if somebody is falling that pit, well, good luck with that. It's 4 meters deep. So if you do not have some kind of ladders with you when you are falling down, good luck with climbing up. Well, human can climb. We have these fingers and toes, but animals and so on won't, because it's so deep. But yeah, now I'm keeping up with my tractor's well-being, that it's being used, that we are driving like this as we are now. Now we can use this high area gears. Let's see, I have to keep out this camera placement that it won't start jumping around. But hopefully this ain't doing anything stupid to camera placement. Yeah, this cabin will stay very warm at winter, no matter how cold the outside is. This, I will be using these, well, it's same material that you are using while you are outside camping, this base stuff, what's it called? It's not, well, you are sleeping top of it. This, what it's called, you know. I'll be using that, the front grill tops it, so that this fan won't freeze this machine, as it will suck so much air that it will froze this machine in the winter. So I should sometime install it now that I have a time, and one day when I need this machine, no matter if there is a frozen temperatures, I do not have to do anything specific. This precise jobs. Yeah. I think this Ford has gone through this evolving to these forest tractors, but this cabin that this version has, I cannot do if I have this, well, this lock trailer behind this machine. I have to use, well, I have to improve somewhat that I can use this machine same time as I'm picking up logs. Let's see, is there traffic? No, nice. But anyway, this is capable of doing such thing. But my I have to be like an owl, move my whole head so that I can see my backside as long as what the viewpoint has to be, that I can lift those logs up. If I might someday have this log trailer. But this machine would be the motor to it. It cannot be the Ford 4000 because it won't pull tons of logs from the woods. Yeah, let's drive the another beach and come up, and we will continue the weaving this machine. And also I have this some kind of touch, what kind of picture from this 4K can provide. Now this road is much more level to drive now that I have been grading this. Here is the small cabin. And hey, now I have a remote camera placement changer. Here is our city. Well, if you can see it or not, this camera is not built for this, let's just say, zooming effects. It's been known that this camera is not for the macro or anything close up shooting, but it won't matter. But now I have this taste of this 4K capability, so we will try that. Now how it would like to show these things, colors, and so on. And now we are driving back to this machine's own little pen. Oh. But yeah, and this lightning, I'm sorry, I should have driven another way, but if you are seeing things, these couplings here, there is these 8 ones, and every single one will leak if they are being open. And thankfully there is this latch that you can slap open or closed. You can change a flow rate. These are deluxe versions. They are named it so. It will allow this detaching without any problems and attaching, and like I said, flow rate and what else. These are good ones, but if I have to choose, I choose those that are being manually released. There is this place where you can, well, move it and then take it off. That these couplers hoses. And it saddens me that, well, now I have knowledge and I have instructions how to dismantle those away from the machine, that I can start taking off these old seals and put new seals, and after that putting back it together. But yeah, there in these, well, road grading situations, I would like to use this machine because this doesn't care what you put behind here. It has all the power that these things in a grading needs. So this machine, keep slightest scrap what you put behind here, it will trail it all the way. Because those gearbox, turbo and so on, it is nice. Anyway, there is lots to do with this still, this tractor. Here is the ground zero latch. Now this battery is isolated from the whole machine. You can do anything now, welding, so on. It won't get into battery to do anything bad. But yeah, anyway, this machine works beautifully. I had my own ups and downs. It has this very large, this is extended fuel. Here is one fuel tank and under this cabin here is the, let's just say, main one, this one, big. This thing has somewhat hefty tank capacity. Well, specific numbers I don't remember now, but 100, somewhat under 200 liters. You can do lots and lots and lots and lots of work without refueling. It had working sometimes. When this machine come to me, it doesn't work anymore. This fuel gauge won't matter as long this upper tank has a gas diesel in it. I know I have enough. If I'm not seeing that there is a liquid level, I will refuel as long as it will start to raise. So I know that I'm okay. It won't die middle of the work. Yeah. This, well, there is this, like I said, there is some things that I would like to change, but they are not essential things. Especially one place is this. Pretty beautiful. And anybody is seeing this place here, is something missing. What will happen when pipe will burst? The pressure will go somewhere. Where is the locking? This it had, well, if it's safe to say that it should have this locking valve, or what's it's called. It has its own name. Meaning if the pipe is burst, well, nothing will happen. It won't move, but well, it's not dropping anywhere. And now that both sides have this same thing, the whole thing will drop. If I have something hefty weight in here, it will drop this whole thing. Only that one lifting arms back by doubling its working stress. That is what I would like to change, but as this beautiful piping here, I'm not that good welder that I would trust my weldings as long it's well piping, welding. I should take these off, go to the shop and renew this, or at least this one pipe, that outer layer is broken. So I could use these old pipes, yeah, no big deal. That shop would make this valve, locking valve, it has its own name. That I will only take these two lines and put it there, done. And the most top point, and now it's most down point, it won't never get there in the way. But thing is, more stuff to check. This is the steering assistance, this pump, and well, in fact, it would perhaps go down even when it's coming here, middle point, or even here behind this. Then I would put these two pipes here. It would be nice to be that way, and only one line will go there. Maybe a little too specific right now, but that would be first thing that I want to change from this front lifter. And second thing is that these, well, at least 4 couplings, renew all these seals. Because I would like to use this machine before I absolutely have to, and I know oil will leak everywhere. That is what I don't like to do at all. Yeah. One day. I have so much to do that it's not in a priority list, not even like near in the top line. But anyway, like I was saying, those lights, these I have new ones, but I do not have installed them yet. This will work, but as you can see, cracks, and well, maybe should renew. These are old bulbs. I have LED lights, and these hefty babies, same thing, either side. 100 watts each. 150 each. When I told you these 12-volt systems, these lights will eat lots of amperage. I had to make absolutely sure that I'm not overloading the main lines that goes in these switches. Because 154 watts LED, I do not remember how much its amperage current is, but it's a lot. Especially there is 2 of them, and also I hope, I don't have to hope because they are, I know. Here is these 2 LED lights as well, floodlights. So frontal, let's just say frontal lighting is pretty hefty. Every neighbor knows when I'm driving here in this island that okay, now we know who is driving. These things will blind you, and when I'm saying blind, do not even try to look at them when you are in frontal. Shoot 100, if I don't remember wrongly, over 100 meters the light beam. That will blind. Well, of course, it won't blind if you are in that 100 meters, but if you are looking only these lights, yeah, been testing those. Very good. Anyway, now that I was saying these tools that I and my father has building in these, this is going these front hooks, yeah. Excuse me, burping again. These forks. This is my crane for it. It can lift hefty, long stuff from the tractor points. So this is 3 meters at least. And this is my snow blower. It's been pulled up from the 2 pieces together, and we have make sure that it will get the stress from the frontal point to here, that it won't stress too much these lifting arms. And I have been reinforcing. This is, well, this is almost 20, somewhat over 20 mils thick metal that will keep this, well, there are a few forces that has been measured that this tool will and can handle, even if it's getting stuck and pow. Those lifting arms thankfully are not locked into place. If something is holding it, it will jumps up. Good thing it won't rip this blade or it won't rip those arms. And as you can see, this is already tilted this way. It will throw this snow pretty good to the right side. Well, that bucket is not our made, and next one and the last one there is. This is the potato planter, this thing. And also the small forts. Trucks, bikes, if you mind. Well, forks anyway. That kind of video about my Ford 7710 with this resolution. I don't know how it would play, but I hope it will be okay. Let's see what kind of footage I will get out of this. And for the magnetic base, there will be some improvements to be done before it's perfect for my use. But let's see what kind of improvement I'm inventing to that. But yeah. Anyway, hopefully you did like my little bit odd introduction of my mid-sized machine. It's a beast to do any work that I need. Won't give a crap if there is. I've been lifting rocks with this. They will. Everything that goes thus far in here has been somewhat successfully been transported away with this beast. This is hefty amount of iron. I've been keeping up it, and like I already mentioned, I want to improve these few things that are, well, they are essential for this machine to work and behave as it should. There is some leaks, but perhaps they are from those couplings, I think. And when I'm greasing these machines, joints and these axles, I have been noticing this motor side won't be the bad place, let's just say that way. It's that behind. There might be some loosened connections. It won't drop much oil, but it will. I'm been checking these back oils time to time, that there is oil, and we will see one day. I have to check this. Like I said, this machine is not easy to maintain when it's this sized. This is much more complicated, but even still manageable in home users' capabilities to do maintaining. Only thing is knowledge and how to. I have both, yeah, but the capability to go under this cabin, it won't be such an easy feat to do. There's lots of pipes, lots of connections to tighten up, or at least try to tighten. There might be some hose clamps that are leaking tiny bit, maybe, because I have not using this backside. Only this back lifter is what is every time I'm doing something, I will lift it up, and when I'm not doing anything, I will put it down. That is only thing that will move these machines behind. When at least going under this tractor, I can see these droplets, but in this lighting conditions, I won't show you what I'm meaning. But I think there is the problems, because liquids will flow from top to down. Hope there is only some loosened connections top of this under cabin, but top of this back axles. Nothing major that worries me, but I would like to be as clean with this thing as possible, because oil does, well, you know what oil can do to water and environment. Anyway, now I have done such a extensive video again. I don't know how else I'm doing this. And well, I'd say without this thing I cannot live in here. Let's just say that this machine is essential for every household that owns land some extent. You cannot do at least this sized yards snow blowing by hand. It would take so much time. With this thing, half an hour, perhaps if you are in a hurry, well, you can truly drive with the pedal on the floor. It will do. And it's four-wheel drive, so you won't even know that there is a snow ahead. Well, in the spring, yeah, that will weigh a ton wet snow. But anyway, one time I will show my Ford 4000's introduction. Well, you have seen it maybe already, but not in this manner that I don't have to maintain it. Yeah. In the work, again. Well, you have been seeing already, but this would be nice to show when it's like introduced properly in its nature habitat in work with right camera placement. Not always the headband, but now, as we saw, there is still room to improve this design. I had to come up some means. There is probably easy, now that I said easy, perhaps easy means to get this. I like to keep things compact, but we will see. I have to put my hat on to think this thing anyway. Yeah. Hopefully you did like this introduction. And leave a like and please comment what do you think about this machine. And if you want to know something more, ask. I am happy to answer your questions as long as I am able to. And if I am not, I can try to find answers. Not that you, perhaps. But if you are asking me, I'm trying to provide. So anyway, and follow me to see upcoming projects. They are coming steadily, and well, in my case, there is lots and lots of to show you, and I have to keep them somewhat, some kind of decent size and long. But if you have 30 hours footage in one project, you can already know that it will be very, well, not stressful, let's just say that way, but it will be a hefty amount of work to produce at least a small compilation of that whole thing. Hopefully you do understand these are not easy to make. And I'm still learning curve how I am making these videos, at least as this extent that the last uploads that you have been maybe seen. But anyway, I'm keeping improving and hopefully it will satisfy you to show so see this my life here. And well, we are nearing this December, and next, let's just say 4 months are going to be darker and they are going to be less workful to my viewpoint. Because of snowing, I cannot do everything that I would want to do when there is snow and, well, freezing temperatures, let's say. It won't affect a lot. I have things to do inside and so on. I will show you them. And I don't know. I am so near that this starting this my career, let's just say it that way, that it's too early to say what this winter will bring or provide to me to do these things. But I'm in work and I'm not fortune teller anyway. And well, day by day, one step at a time. I will bring more videos to the public as I can and some kind of pace. But please comment. There is lots of things that people might have want to see, at least from here. Comment. And what would you like to see me to do from from A to Z, let's just say. I cannot even bring the words out how much there is to do. Because no matter where I look, there is always something. And perhaps, well, they will be done one day in some kind of priority order. Building, disassembling, repairing, painting, grinding. Well, there is one thing that I have shown you, but there is another thing that I have not, but that is related. Copper stripping, but anyway, that would be one-time video. And perhaps some kind of time-lapse, perhaps. I don't know. We will see. And I will keep doing these videos, at least with the machines now that I have base to show you some good viewpoints. And I think this would be okay to there's stuff in my face. It's okay to show you the living in some kind of harshness. Know that perhaps you don't have a harsh place perhaps to live. I don't know. At least in this northern hemisphere area, people knows what I'm talking when winter will come. It's very harsh. But still, we are thriving. It won't hold us much, but it's a nuisance, let's just say that way. Yeah. Anyway, this kind of video introducing Ford 7000 series to you, and perhaps I will show you some better viewed angle takes with this magnetic base in the future. Leave a like and consider to comment, and see you in next videos. Thanks for watching and bye bye.